Hey guys, what's going on? Greenville Gear. Uh, Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. It's just so cool. You know, YouTube is just such a fun way to enhance one's collecting, and I'm really grateful. I watch a lot of content, and I just am humbled that you watch mine. So thanks so much. I have some SGC slabs to show you that I have added to my collection in recent months. And I sort of compiled them here for this kind of pre-war tobacco showcase. There's some soccer cards, there is some baseball cards, and there's even a track and field card, which is different for me, but it was too cool of a card for me to not add to my collection. So let me show you a couple of cards. We'll start with the baseball. And this is a really cool set. I didn't have any cards from this set. This is the 1910-1911 Sporting Life. Sporting Life was a magazine during the era of T206 cards, you know, the early 20th century. And Sporting Life was really trying to compete with Sporting News. And so they issued these promotional cards. And they're listed as these pastel cards. Obviously the coloring. This is Red Doin', and there's the back. When you think of baseball, think of Sporting Life. So you could get Sporting Life for 5 cents a copy, and then they issued basically these baseball cards, which is pretty cool. So I grabbed this one. This is an SGC4. It's in nice shape, and really like it. I think it's a cool set. I don't know if I'll commit too much to collecting these cards, but I definitely wanted a couple examples, and so that's how I ended up with this Red Doin', again from the Sporting Life set M116, which of course is the Jackson Burdick M for magazine, but you all know that. Very cool. So that's the first one, and then as I was looking at the set and so on, found another one. So this is George McQuillan from Philadelphia. Look at how that pastel picks up the red hair. I think these are all portraits, which I also like. Those are my favorite cards in the T206 set. So this one is also an SGC4. And again, there's the back. A little cleaner example. But even by that point, for 27 years, had been the authority on all things baseball. Way before the internet, obviously you could get your baseball news from Sporting Life. Pretty darn cool. All right, let me show you some of these pre-war tobacco cards that come from soccer sets that I like picking up. These are Ogden cigarettes from 1906. There's a 1906 set. There's a 1908 set. This 1906 set has just the team name on the bottom and doesn't identify a player. This happens to be Queen's Park Rangers, which is one of the reasons I had to have this card. That's my club for British soccer. When I'm over there, I like to go to their games at Loftus Road. Great West London club. But here you can see the set was really about the football colors for each club, and so there's a little bit of history about the club. When they were founded, all that stuff. And so there it is. And it's interesting because the player here is listed as in green. Now, QPR as they're known, wears still to this day the Hoops jersey like that, but it's a blue stripe, not a green stripe. Another one from that set that I picked up is Luton. Luton had a promotion to the Premier League last year, but that club has been around a long time. And here's Luton Town, also where the airport or one of the airports is in London. And so here's the other one that I've got from the 1906 set, also in an SGC4. And there's the history of Luton Town, also formed around the same time as QPR in the 1880s. I just think these are cool. What a cool set. I might prefer the 1908 set, but because this is the first set, this one's pretty cool. And here is last but not least of the soccer cards. This is Plymouth. I just took it out of the sleeve to give you a better picture of that. What great art, right? So Ogden cigarettes, 1906. This is card number 48 in the set. And again, there's only 50 cards in the set. I have a lot of them, but not all of them are graded. I have a bunch from this set and the 1908 set. I just think it's very cool. This one was graded by SGC as a 4.5. So there's Plymouth Argyle. What a neat card. So thought you might get a kick out of that. Now the last card is different for me because I don't think I have any. I have a couple of old boxing cards. Have kind of dipped my toe in this, but this card is, I think, pretty cool and pretty special. This is from Churchman Cigarettes, and it's from a 1939 release. But the athlete is Jesse Owens. And I just think one of the coolest stories of an athlete in sports and sports history. Famously, Jesse Owens, of course, won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin. And, of course, if you know your history, you know what was happening in Germany in the 1930s. And, you know, Hitler wanted to hold up this kind of Aryan nonsense about the supremacy of Aryans. And Jesse Owens said, not so fast. And pretty cool that an African-American runner from the U.S. could go over there and just absolutely dominate. I just think that's so cool. And so he showed the Nazis a thing or two. Pretty darn cool. So here he is, Kings of Speed. Oh, and there it talks on the back, I forgot, at the Olympic Games of Germany, 1936. He was at the zenith of his track career, nicknamed the Black Panther. And I did not know he was on the Ohio State University team. Pretty cool. So sometimes you can learn something from the back of these. But there it is. So this is Churchman Cigarettes, 1939. Jesse Owen, Kings of Speed. Just too special of a card for me to not add it to my collection. Love it, love it, love it. So anyway, that's the last one. So those are the 6 cards that I've added to my collection. We've got some baseball, we've got some soccer, and we even had Jesse Owens for track and field. Really hope you got a kick out of that. Let me know if you had a favorite. Always finding new ways to collect. There's so many cool cards out there, and sometimes not enough time and definitely not enough money. But it's just a fun hobby. I hope you're having fun in it too. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.